American citizen Erica Young is a straightforward person who resides in Virginia Beach, a tourist destination in the country's east. The woman recently attended her husband's funeral, to whom she was married. Throughout the past 40 years, the American woman, 65, has been with him for the majority of her life. In the sleepy Virginian town of Norfolk with her husband, in the same Virginian state. But after her husband passed away, Erica chose to go back to her hometown places. The family home had been empty for years as her parents had been dead for a very long time. Erica organized the space before starting her measured existence. The woman was left without children after the passing of her spouse, who was her only true love. She walked the neighborhood beaches all day, thinking back on her past. But one day, that arrangement of events was altered. One wonderful morning, Erica was sipping her customary strong coffee as she reflected on the passing of her spouse and the emptiness and meaninglessness of her existence. She was abruptly awakened from her stupor by a knock at the door. Erica didn't open the door because she wasn't expecting anyone. She then heard someone speaking outside the door say, "Mom, please let me in." Erica was aware that no one could call her mother, therefore she was unable to comprehend what was happening. Nevertheless, the woman made the choice to open the door and investigate. A tall, attractive young man who was standing at the doorway knew Erica right away. "At last we meet. I am so delighted I found you," he said. Since Erica had never before seen the young, she was unable to comprehend what was happening. He obviously knew the elder woman, though. He said, "I am very delighted I met you on this particular holiday because today is Mother's Day." Erica's perplexity got more and stronger as the young man didn't seem to be insane or a con artist. The woman even briefly considered whether or not she might have forgotten that she was pregnant. Erica, though, was certain that her husband and she were childless. Consequently, who or what was that stranger doing at her door? The boy persisted in insisting that Erica would be his mother. He took a picture out of his bag to use as evidence. What the stranger stated is as follows: "I was 5 years old when you abandoned me in the orphanage, you know. It was a difficult time for a single mother, and I don't blame anyone for that. Despite being adopted by a good family, I have always yearned to track down my biological mother. And I am here to give you a hug." Eric, however, found those remarks confusing because she was speaking about an orphanage. The woman then turned her attention to the picture the young man was displaying. And tears began to well up in Erica's eyes. Her own sister, who resembled her perfectly, was in the picture. Erica understood that the guy had thought Catherine was her. She started to explain this to him, but he just wasn't. She began to explain the situation to the man who was in shock. It came out that all the time and effort he had put into looking for his mother had been in vain. It was discovered that his mother had passed away several years prior. However, she had always regretted leaving her child behind. Simply put, Catherine lacked the skills necessary to raise the child alone. The boy had already been adopted when Erica herself learned of the tale, making it difficult for her to get in touch with him. The old single woman and the youngster, Lucas, rapidly connected on a human level. Each in their own way, they were lonely. Lucas never did discover the mother who had left him, and Erica had lost the one who was dearest to her. When the woman recognized the man's features, her heart started to melt. "If you ever need a mother by your side, I am always here," Erica assured her sister's son. When Lucas heard those comments, he was moved by the woman's warmth. The youngster gave his aunt a bear hug and expressed gratitude. He complimented his aunt for her thoughtful disposition. Lucas had not only met a loved one he still communicated with, but also someone very close to him. He had not only discovered his mother, but also someone very close to him. As a result of their numerous shared interests and conversation topics, Lucas started to visit his aunt frequently to engage in stimulating chats. The two miserable individuals met one another in this manner and were able to slightly improve one another's life. Without a human attitude and honest affection, it is impossible to truly experience the joy of existence. And occasionally, this closeness might develop fairly suddenly amongst individuals who had just met. I am hoping you enjoyed it. Until our next meeting.